Now, in this demonstration, what we'll do, we are going to send a GET request to our project1.php file with some arguments, and this time a JSON will be returned which will have multiple key value pairs. So how we have to do that? Let's have a look. So at the moment, what we'll do, we are going to receive a name, and once we have got the name, we are going to process this name and we are going to return some response. Let's say if you have got the name, what we are going to do, let's say if name is equal to, this is a simple statement, I am not connected with database at the moment, so I am just doing it simple. So let's say if name is equal to Devanshu, okay, then what we'll have, we are going to take email ID as, let's say vmdd.hackveda, something like this, admin@hackveda.in. Okay, we'll say we are going to return a mobile number. The mobile number will be 965482537, and let's say the third value we'll have is, let's say, like an image, and the image will be something like this. We are going to deliver an image something like this. Let's say I'm going to take an image from images.google.com and I'm going to transfer that image. Let's say this is my favorite actor, so let's get his image. So now we'll get a profile picture. We are going to copy the image address and then we are going to paste the image URL here. Okay, so let's say we have a pic and we are providing the image URL here at the moment. So finally we are going to end this, and now, so if name is equal to Devanshu Shukla, we'll get some data here. Now what we are going to do, we are going to add this data into an array, okay, and that array will be returned as a JSON output. So in order to create an array in JSON, in PHP, we can simply create a method somewhat like this, array, okay, and within this we are going to create an associative array. What this associative array will have, it will have a key, and provided with the key we are going to add a value. So let's say I have added email key with my variable email, okay, and this is known as association. Okay, now the second value which I will take, let's say it will be mobile number. I'm going to associate my mobile number, and this I'll take from the variable $mobile. And the third parameter I'm going to add is, let's say this will be profile pic. Let's call it as profile pic, and profile pic will be something like this, image. So what we did at the moment, I have created an array known as result, and within that array with association we have put in a few values here. Okay, 3 values are there: email, mobile number and profile picture. Now what we are going to do, I am going to output this JSON. To output this JSON, I am going to do something like this: echo JSON_encode. And now what am I going to do? I am going to encode a result. Okay, and let's say this result will be my result which will be returned back. Clear? So now what exactly we have is, let's say what we have to do, we can pass in an array directly here. So let's say this could be something like output. Output will be an array, and within this we will have a result, and this result will hold the value of your result. Okay, and finally within JSON we are going to print output. Clear? Let me just explain you that. So what we did, we have created an associative array in which we have information about a single user, and this user is, let's say, Devanshu. Then what we did, the complete result is associated with a key known as result, and the complete output will be displayed on the web. Okay, so let's say I'm going to save it. Now what we'll do, we're going to upload this on the server. So let's go to public HTML, upload project1.php, overwrite your code, and now what am I going to do? I'll go to hkey.com, okay, and I'm going to return a result. So at the moment, as soon as I do refresh, now you can see that I have got output in some different manner. Okay, Here you can see that you have got the very first key, and key has a complete result in it, and within that key we have another key like email, and using email we can identify what is the email of user Devanshu, what is the mobile number of user Devanshu, and what is the profile picture of user Devanshu. Okay, let's say if I validate this JSON, let's go here, let's just validate JSON, and now you can see that it is arranged in a much better way. Okay, you can see that here. So now you can see that we have got a result JSON, and this result contains three information like email, mobile number, and profile picture. Okay, so can you understand this? This is known as JavaScript object notation. Object notation means the complete response is returned as an object. Within this object we have one object known as result. Within this result object we have three strings: email, mobile number, and profile picture. Okay, so we can send data of as many users we want. We can uniquely identify their names and their IDs, and we can grab their information and we can display that on our application. Now there is one issue. You can see that in the URLs something like the escape sequences are identified here. Okay, so in order to overcome this issue, we can use a flag known as JSON unescaped sequences, and we can quickly get the name here, JSON unescaped. So we like to get the name of that character, so that how we ignore escape characters in JSON. So that is exactly known as JSON unescaped characters. There's a flag, so we'll quickly get the name of the flag. This is allow escapes. It's not that. JSON unescaped. Unicode is the name, I guess. We'll use this JSON unescaped slashes here in the output. We can simply pass this flag. So now our output will ignore escape characters for the slashes. So we are going to save that. Now what we'll do, we'll go to our upload. We're going to quickly upload our JSON. We're going to upload our project1.php. Let's overwrite that. Once the data has been overwritten, we're going to refresh that. And now once we refresh, now this time you can see that the URL is appearing properly. Okay, so this data is known as JSON output. So now what we have to do, we can send a parameter to a server. Server can take the parameter, process the results, and will display the output. Now what we'll do, we'll send a sample request to geolocation API and we'll get some result. So let's say this is a real-time implementation of Google Directions API. You can provide the origin. Let's say we want to get the geolocation or directions between Rohini and Pitampura. So we'll just execute this get request and we'll get a result. So we'll get the waypoints, we'll get complete route details, we'll get total distance, we'll get instructions, and accordingly we can write an application and we can display these values in a proper user interface. So now that we will be performing in the next session, wherein we are going to consume JSON APIs and we are going to interface our Android application with the project1.php file.